Okay, so good morning and welcome to our virtual event. I would like to begin by introducing Joe Martin, who will be doing our opening.
Hello everyone, my name is Joe Martin and I'm from Michigan. I was asked by elected Chief Mark Hill to do the opening today. I'm going to do it in Mohawk first, a short one, then I'll do it in English. Swadong siyos kanjoko sunggawi ni sunggawi diso ni wahi de tin lan ni sunggawi diso ni wahi de tin lan ni goi bujina hodo do dole la sanya ni jihun jade chijulunto de tin olada ni ungwai sua ito ni dang geni ang kwat ni gunga de tin lan ni ket ni staha on jade ito ni dang geni ang kwat ni gunga de tin lan ni gene galonyo ito ni dang geni ang kwat ni gunga de tin lan ni gunjok sua ito ni dang geni ang kwat ni gunga de tin lan ni ojinowak sua ito ni dang geni ang kwat ni gunga Eighteen Lani Janeko, Nini Sablihan, Nini Honeste, Unuzla Datan Sereda, 18 Nahagani Guatigula, 18 Lani Onum Quasan, Nini Sablihan, Nini Hondessa, 18 Nahagani Guatigula, 18 Lani Gahiksa, Nini Sablihan de Oni, Nini Hondessa, 18 Nahagani Guatigula, 18 Lani Gundilio, Nini Sablihan, Nini Uscanudo, 18 Nahagani Guatigula, 18 Lani Galidesa, Dana Ogalesa, Nini Sablihan, Nini Wata, 18 Nahagani Guatigula, 18 lada ni jitang gu asa itu ni dah geni yang buat di guna 18 lada ni ken istah asa tu ni ke gelako itu ni dah geni yang buat di guna 18 no lada ni sungguat ji an jege gelako itu ni dah geni yang buat di guna 18 lada ni lari velas itu ni dah geni yang buat di guna 18 lada ni ojisto koloni ni jegla ni agi itu ni dah geni yang buat di guna 18 lada ni gael ni verige itu ni dah geni yang buat di guna 18 lada ni skenadayo itu ni dah geni yang buat di guna 18 lada ni sungguai diso ni sewa kato ni oya azio ni selade itu ni dah geni yang buat di guna Ona ito sa goigo da latino sa kinikohan izini so kadaga da na isasihoge da na ona ito. Everyone listen up for a short while. It's important that we give thanks to the Creator, and it's important that we give thanks to everything the Creator has gifted us here on earth. First, we give thanks to all the people on the earth, now it's put into our mind. We give thanks to our mother, the earth, now it's put into our mind. We give thanks to all the waters on the earth, now it's put into our mind. We give thanks to the fish life, now it's put into our mind. We give thanks to the small bug life, now it's put into our mind. We give thanks to our sustenance and to the leaders of corn, beans, and squash, now it's put into our mind. We give thanks to the medicines and to the leader, the strawberry, now it's put into our mind. We give thanks to the hanging fruit and to the leader, also the strawberry, now it's put into our mind. We give thanks to the animals and to the leader, the deer, now it's put into our mind. We give thanks to the trees and to the whips and to the leader, the maple tree, now it's put into our mind. We give thanks to the bird life, now it's put into our mind. We give thanks to our grandmother, the moon, now it's put into our mind. We give thanks to our eldest brother, the sun, now it's put into our mind. We give thanks to our grandfathers, the thunders, now it's put into our mind. And we give thanks to the stars in the sky, now it's put into our mind. We give thanks to the four directions, now it's put into our mind. We give thanks to the prophet, handsome light, now it's put into our mind. And we give thanks to the Creator that we all got to see another day, now it's put into our mind. That's it, everyone. That's the best that I can do. If there's anything I have forgotten to give thanks for, you yourself fix it and give thanks for it. And that's it. Yawa.
Yawa Joe for opening and starting off this gathering in a good way. Stano, Sego, and good day, Six Nations. I would like to welcome you to today's virtual event that is being streamed live, so I also want to welcome everybody who's watching online, and for those here in person as well. Following the recoveries of unmarked graves at former residential school sites across the country, Six Nations will not be recognizing today as Canada Day. In our statement released yesterday, we'd let you know that in lieu of celebrating, we are encouraging everyone to use July 1st as an opportunity to wear orange, and we encourage Canadians to engage in a day of education and reflection on Canada's legacy towards Indigenous peoples. Earlier this week, the Lower Kootenay Band in British Columbia found 182 unmarked graves at a former residential school within their territory. This is the third recovery in weeks. We continue to have bated breath because we have known this will not be the last discovery of unmarked graves. Our hearts and our minds and prayers go out to our brothers and sisters in the West. And the confirmation of these unmarked graves is a stark reminder of the atrocities committed against Indigenous people throughout Canada's history and of the injustices that we continue to face today. Although people have many different reasons to celebrate being Canadian, Today, we ask that they also acknowledge Canada's colonial legacy and the effects it has had and continues to have on our people. Canada, we ask that you take the opportunity on July 1st and many days to come to stand in solidarity with us and reflect on what it means to be an Indigenous person in Canada. As we continue to hear of more recoveries being made at other sites across the country, I would like to remind our community that if you need support, that help is available. The Six Nations Crisis Line is available 24/7 and can be reached by calling 445-2204. Additionally, the National Indian Residential School Crisis Line is also accessible 24/7 and can be reached by phone toll-free at 1-866-925-4419. Our people are resilient, and we must support one another as this hard work continues. Today's event is about also honoring our children and our survivors. In that way, you will see that there are orange bows in and around Veterans Park, as well as downtown Ohsweken. And last night, we actually lit up our central administration building in the color orange, and will continue to do so each evening during the month of July. Also today, we have installed, as you can see, orange hearts all throughout the Veterans Park. Again, to have a reminder and to create the awareness of how important this journey is going to be. Driving here today, it was so nice to see that some of our community members are placing orange shirts, orange bows, orange flags, all at their own homes in efforts to support, well, again, keeping in mind how we move forward in the best way. To support that effort even further, our staff will be working to get more orange signs to each and every home here on Six Nations. You will hear more about this in the coming weeks, and we hope to, again, continue to keep the awareness and to continue to keep the color orange loud and proud. Again, we are going to be having the Old Mush Singers join us tomorrow. We will have an impromptu social tomorrow at 10:30 beginning. It will also be live streamed. But just before then, I would like to take this time to introduce Dawn, who is a residential school survivor. I'm sure you've seen Dawn in many media interviews over these past weeks. So I just want to invite Dawn at this time to come and share some words with us today.
Thanks, Mark. Actually, you said everything. What can I say? Other than we need to remember the children, I think moving forward with the events that are going to be happening soon at the Mohawk Institute is very, very important. It needs to be done. We need to stay together as a community. I don't think we need dissension. I would like to hope that everyone who has contact with us and with each other practices a good mind. I don't know how to say that in Mohawk. Joe can say that. It's like a $50 word to me. Because I grew up in the Mush Hole, like you didn't have a chance to have your language and stuff. But that's the only thing I really want to say, is that I hope that everybody thinks about the children, not only out west, but all through Canada. And I'm hoping, against hope, that we don't find anything at the residential school, but I think there is there from all the stories we've heard over the years. There has to be something there. I don't know how we're going to find it, because somebody said a lot of it's under the dump, and you know how big that is in Brantford. And that's all I have to say. Hopefully everybody keeps practicing a good mind and stay together as a community. Thank you.
Dawn, again, for sharing such important words with us this morning. Again, I know there are multiple events happening in our neighboring communities. One in particular in Brantford, there is a walk starting from the Civic Center at noon, walking to the Woodland Cultural Center, as well as the Old Mush Hole. Again, so we want to wrap up as quickly as we can, because we do know that people who are with us are going to join that walk as well, including myself. But again, just a reminder that we will have the Old Mush Singers with us tomorrow at 10:30, which will be live streamed again. But just before we go to close off, I would like to invite Joe back, who will be sharing a song with us. Yeah.
Sego Luego. Chief Elected Mark Hill wanted me to sing a song, so I'm going to sing a Escania song. It's a woman shuffle dance song, and then he's going to speak one more time, and then we're going to do the closing. I didn't bring my drum and I didn't bring my rattle, but I got my voice. Yo vine vihaya, yo vine vihaya, yo vine vihaya vihaya, kaina vihaya, yo vine vihaya, yo vine vihaya, yo vine vihaya vihaya, kaina vihaya, yo vine vihaya, yo vine vihaya, yo vine vihaya vihaya, kaina vihaya, yo vine vihaya, yo vine vihaya, yo vine vihaya vihaya, kaina vihaya, yo vine vihaya, yo vine vihaya, yo vine vihaya vihaya, kaina vihaya.
Yeah, well, Joe, I just want to finish by closing off just before I pass it back to Joe to close. I want to say that we are about to embark on the most sensitive journey I think that we've ever had to go through as a people. And it's really difficult at times to see our community infighting. And I have to make that statement because I want our community, hopefully, if there's anything, bringing our children will bring our people closer together, bringing our children home. And I think it's important that as a community we come together for our children to do this important work. So please, again, Nyawa for joining us today, and thank you to all of the survivors who are here with us today. Nyawa to all of our community members who are joining us, as well as to everybody online who are watching. We will be committed to this work. There's a lot of work to take place, and we will continue to update our community on our progress as we move forward. So Nyawa to each and every one of you for joining us, and I will now pass it back to Joe to close us. Thank you, and have a good day. Nyawa.
I'm only going to do it in Mohawk this time. It's the same thing. So don't see us can joke with some guy ni sungwai diso ni wahi de 18 lad ni sungwai diso ni wahi de 18 lad ni gwegu jina hodo do dole losani ni jihun jade jujulunto de 18 lad ni ungwe sunga ito ni dahge ni ungwat ni gunga de 18 lad ni ket ni staha hun jade ito ni dahge ni ungwat ni gunga de 18 lad ni gane galunyo ito ni dahge ni ungwat ni gunga de 18 lad ni gunjok sunga ito ni dahge ni ungwat ni gunga de 18 lad ni Ojinowak sunga ito ni dahge ni ungwat ni gunga de 18 lad ni janeko ni sakalihan de ni honeste onazla dahno saheda ito ni dahge ni ungwat ni gunga de 18 lad ni onum kwasunga ni sakalihan de ni hondasa ito ni dahge ni ungwat ni gunga de 18 lad ni kahik sunga ni sakalihan de ni hondasa oni ito ni dahge ni ungwat ni gunga de 18 lad ni gundilio ni sakalihan de ni uskanundo ito ni dahge ni ungwat ni gunga de 18 lad ni galhide sunga dahno ogole sunga ni sakalihan de ni wata ito ni dahge ni ungwat ni gunga de 18 lad ni jita ungu sunga ito ni dahge ni ungwat ni gunga de 18 lad ni ket ni staha asantaneka galakwa ito ni dahge ni ungwat ni gunga de chidin lad ni sungwa jia unjege galakwa ito ni dahge ni ungwat ni gunga de 18 lad ni Ladiwela, ito ni dahge ni ungwat ni gunga de 18 lad ni ojisto kolonyo ito ni dahge ni ungwat ni gunga de 18 lad ni gaeli ni ungwedige ito ni dahge ni ungwat ni gunga de chino lad ni skanadanyo ito ni dahge ni ungwat ni gunga de chino lad ni sungwa ediso ni sewa kato ni oya azi wani salade ito ni dahge ni ungwat ni gunga ona ito se gwego dogoteno sigani goha izine so kodaga dahna isla sihoke dahna ona ito. Nyao.